Hey guys, so I am just going to do a little short tutorial of how I style my hair on a daily basis. This is the first time I've done a video, so be patient with me. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to first off spray hairspray all over my hair. Before actually, I'm going to do some vitamin mist just to protect my hair from the heat and just prevent split ends. And then I just sprayed hairspray all over my hair just then, just to get a good even layer. And then I also do another heat protectant and shine spray just for a little more control and anti-humidity. And it's the hot oil shine from Meraki, which is my vegan hair care line. So first I'm going to section my hair. I typically do like about 2-inch sections. So my first section, I'm going to go ahead and get that out and clip the rest of my hair up, as you can kind of see. So I'm going to twist that up there. And I'm using a banana clip because those are really easy to clip your hair up with. Or not a banana clip, a alligator clip. I don't know what people call those. But anyways, I'll put a link below for that. Okay, so first I'm going to take my first section and curl away from the face. So I always get the curling iron, I clamp it in the middle of the hair, and then I roll back and I leave the last like 1 inch out. And then when I let go, I just kind of pull it down a little bit, just so it doesn't shrink up too much. So for the second section, I'm going to actually go the opposite direction and curl towards my face and leave the ends out. So I'm going to do that. And now I'm just alternating sections. So I'm going to go backwards again. And this is just so it doesn't look too like done, I guess. It's just a little more like messy, loose, wavy kind of. I don't ever like my hair to look too like done up, I guess. Like curly Q, I don't know. So I'm doing the same thing on this side. Alternating sections, and that's the same reason I leave the ends out too, because it gives it a little more of a beachy look. You can finish the ends if you just want it to be a little more shiny and a little more curled. Okay, so I'm going to hairspray each section just because this is a flexible hold hairspray. And so it's great because it doesn't make your hair crunchy or anything, but you do need to spray each section to get that hold that you want, which, like I said, is a very natural hold. So as I get higher up, I start teasing my sections before I curl them. It gives a little more body, like internally, I guess. So from my root, which makes it just a little more like big all over, because I'm all about my hair being big. And there's just no need to tease the bottom sections because you don't want it like too big. So I'm going to tease that and then spray it and do some weird face. Anyways, and then I think I start curling this section and then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to brush it out. So you always want to brush out the top a little bit so it doesn't look frizzy by any means, but you still have that body. So don't pull out what you just did, but just kind of smooth it out a little bit on the top. Okay, so I'm going to alternate sections just how I was doing. I may or may not eventually fast forward this because this. So, and I'm also going back with this one. As I get closer to the top, sometimes I alternate sections until I get to the top. Sometimes I just start going back. With this, you can kind of do what you want. I mean, because it doesn't have to be perfect and it doesn't have to be the same every time, but I always say you always need to do the first section closest to your face back, just because it opens up your face a little bit more. So if you want to alternate after that, see, I'm going like forward, I'm alternating again. So I'm just kind of like doing my own thing, I guess. So yeah. Someone was actually like staring at me through my window this whole time. So that's why I keep like kind of glancing out there, because I'm like, what are you doing, lady? Okay, so I'm spraying again just to make sure I have good hold. And I'm actually I decide right then that I want to do a middle part. So I kind of have like a little baby section I want to be ended up with. So that's why you can see I do like a little football shape at the top. And when you're teasing, I always like to say this too, because some people tease their hair wrong and it breaks their hair. You just want to push down. So just push down from the bottom of the hair, because if you just like start going crazy with the brush, you can sometimes get it stuck in your hair and then it's really hard to get out. But if you just push hair down, that's the safe way to tease. It's not like damaging your hair. So just don't get too crazy with the teasing. Curling iron I'm using, I also tell people, so I'm just doing the same thing on this other side, but the curling iron is a Marcel curling iron, so it just makes it so you don't have to twist your wrist. So it just kind of rolls in my hand, whereas most of them you would have to, with a spring iron, you have to like twist your wrist a whole lot, and that just gets kind of old. But this is just a Baby Bliss 1-inch curling iron. And so it's a really great one to use. It just takes a second to get used to it. But I use this. I've had it for like 3 years and I use it every day for a lot of my clients. So it's very reliable. So this is my top section. So of course you want to like part it where you want it to be done. And I always do a middle part. I just go up kind of from where my nose is. And then kind of go from there. And my hair is already really big, as you can see here. I was thinking maybe I should tease, so I just do a little bit there, but there's no need to really do any more. So I'm going to finish off, of course, with the hairspray, because you can never have too much. My old boss used to say that's what keeps her young, is all the hairspray that she sprays on herself and her face. It prevents wrinkles. No, I'm just kidding, but I love it. There's me looking at that girl again. That lady was literally just staring at me the whole time. I'm like, awkward. So I'm just going back again. And normally I would go a little bit faster. I'm being like really specific with my sections just because I'm like showing you guys. But normally this takes me, I would probably say like 6 minutes, and like in this video I think it's like 10 minutes or something. So it's not that much of a difference. And I have really thick hair. So if you have finer hair, it should take you even less time. And I may do a video with like just some textured dust you can put in your hair to give it a little more body. Of course, mine has so much. There's really no need for that. But if you have finer hair, that could also make it appear. And also don't pull your hair, because that doesn't feel good. But sometimes it happens. What can you do? So, and there is my last curl. Okay. So actually one more baby one. Sometimes you'll find little random pieces that you have to go back and curl, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I just totally like missed my hair with that last one, and I do the shine spray one more time too. That's what I just did before the hairspray, because I like the way it has a little shimmer on my hair. So now I'm just breaking it up. I mean, you're not going to like get too crazy because it's still cooling, but I mean, I like to pull it out a little bit because my hair's shorter. I have more of like a lob haircut. So, I mean, I don't want it to be too curled up, like I was saying earlier, because it shortens it. But sometimes I tuck it behind my ear and just kind of go, whatever, and then you're done.